Hi, it's Friday, April 3rd, 2020. And I've been thinking about the conscious milieu or my mental environment and what I'm putting into it, into my field of thought. Since I know that our thoughts create our reality or how we experience our reality, what is in the environment of my consciousness that might be influencing those thoughts? And of course, there's a lot of fear right now that goes without saying. There's the coronavirus is something to be fearful about. It's something you can't see, you don't have any control over it. And knowing that the only thing I really have control over is myself. And I don't know about you, but even that, to know that I have control over myself, sometimes it's pretty limited how much control I actually have over my thoughts, myself, and my thoughts. And I can certainly redirect them when I'm conscious of them and when I'm aware of them. So within that environment of my consciousness, the things that I'm putting into that environment of my consciousness are also influencing how my thoughts are unfolding my experience of reality. Now, I personally think that it's important to pay attention to the news, pay attention to what's going on socially. I think it's only in the times when I've been under extreme duress that I've had to really shut out outside news, etc. And I think it's very important to be aware of how much you can take in. And I know lately I am kind of a news junkie. I love politics, so I love to pay attention to it. And I kind of follow it the same way some people follow sports. But I'm also very aware that I'm, as I'm watching the news or I'm reading the news, that I'm paying attention to how I feel. Am I starting to go down the place where I get really scared? Are the numbers scaring me? Are the commentators and their presentation, are they starting to fan the flames of my fear? And that's when I can become conscious and kind of redirect my thought or just turn it off altogether. I think it's really important right now that in this season, and what's interesting to me about when we went into lockdown together, at least here in the United States, it's the spring. And it was right around the spring equinox that we all had to go into this conscious cocooning. We went into isolation together. And at the spring equinox, this is a time that we celebrate the planting of the seeds. We prepare the soil for this planting of the seeds for the fall harvest. And I want to go back to this idea of our thoughts are like seeds that we're planting into the consciousness, into our collective consciousness. And right now, there's a lot of fear in our collective consciousness. So as you're thinking, or as I'm thinking about the world and the possibilities that we can create, what are the thoughts that I'm putting into that consciousness that I want to see unfold? We live at this amazing moment when we're really going to get to redefine the future. I mean, everything's collapsing, right? The economy's collapsed. Our understanding of our relationship to our environment is changing fundamentally. And it is terrifying. And at the same time, it's full of possibilities. It's like clearing the ground for something completely new. And what is that new thing? What is that new thing that I want to create? What is it that you want to create? And remembering what it is. So take a moment and think about the future that you want. You want not just for yourself, but for your community, for your family, for the world, for the planet. Write it down, document it in some way so that you've got it. You can remember it in those moments when you might forget about it. Anyway, I want to tell you that I love you. Blessings to you, good health, well-being. If there's anything you need a prayer for, put it in the comments. If there's any good thoughts you want to share, put it in the comments. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'm going to close it with Ernest Holmes, who reminds us that there's a power for good in the universe, greater than you are, and you can use it. Love you. More later.